What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and today we have the arrival of Jackie and Sarah. But before we look into them, guys, I want to take a look at some of these goodies that we got in this update, because this is pretty damn sweet what Netmarble has done. So in the virtual tower, we have the addition of these two towers, guys, and these two towers have quite the goodies. Now, the beautiful thing about this tower right here is the fact that we can use the free Akira that we can pretty much max out at A5, which is awesome, guys. It should be no problem for everybody to be able to get all the rewards out of this thing. That is sweet. You will need one of these characters here. I mean, if you guys have Sarah, if you decide to pull Sarah from the selector, you'll get all the rewards out of here. I'm not recommending that, but I mean, for people that might be trying to get as many of these coins as possible, that might be a good idea. But in the second tower, guys, we have the arrival of quite a few things. So at tier 13, scroll up to tier 13 here. At tier 13, we're going to get this card, right? You have the increased attack, skill cooldown, and then, of course, the Virtual Fighter strike skill, active skill damage by 50%. That is really, really nice for them. And then at tier 21, if you scroll up a little bit more, you're going to get these coins. Now, these coins are at the stage 21, 24, and 28, and it's a total of 900 coins, which is phenomenal. And then all the way at the top, you know, they just have a regular battle event ticket. And I know that's kind of sour, but in this one here, it's pretty damn sweet. So in this one here, guys, we have quite a bit. We got the card right here. Nice. Love the imagery, right? Love the artwork, right? But this is pretty damn cool. Increased Polygon Fighter basic attack damage by 100%. And with Kim Kapwan, that's pretty damn nuts. Or really for the other Polygon characters, especially in that new Kim Kapwan event. Basic attack damage increase is very, very nice. And this could be very beneficial for some characters, man. I mean, 100% isn't tremendous, but it's still pretty damn nice. And then when you go to tier 14, you'll notice we have another card, right? Increased Polygon combat power, and then, of course, the basic go attack damage increase when an extreme fighter lands a critical hit. So if you put this card on any EX fighter, any of them at all, doesn't matter if they're Polygon or not, they're going to get this increased basic attack damage. And that's pretty damn sweet. You could use that in that event. And then we go to 15 here, and look what they gave us. They gave us another memory. So I mentioned before that in the event for Akira, the Lucky Chance event, even if you've had the worst luck imaginable, you'll still get 4 memories out of that thing, guys. And along with the other 2 memories that we got for free from the Pi and Sarah event, that's going to be 7 memories in total, which is phenomenal, guys. We will be able to A5 the character. That is sick. That is really, really sick. And then, you know, at stages 16, 25, and 28, it's going to be a whole bunch more of these coins, which is nice. And then at the very top, and I'm really, really happy they did this, we have 1,000 rubies on top of all the rubies that we get in each of these stages. So that is pretty damn awesome. I'm really, really happy to see that. That is phenomenal. And then we have the arrival of Boss Showdown. Now, something they did that is freaking amazing, like what they did, I believe it was Soul Calibur update, is they gave us 2 different boss showdowns, guys. One that's much easier than the other, right? And in the easier one is where you can acquire all the good rewards. You guys can see that I've pretty much completed this thing, but in the boss showdown, if you're able to complete all of this, and there's definitely some goodness in here, you're going to get 1,000 rubies. You're going to get 2,000 of these coins, which is phenomenal. You'll also get Rugal, and you'll get 2 3PGs. So this is where Rugal's 3PGs are going to be. That is phenomenal, guys, for Polygon Rugal. Very, very nice. And the effect on this thing is pretty sweet. If the target's hit by return from hell are affected with burn, chill, poison darts, all the dots, and additional damage equal to 10% of attack for every effect. For every effect, guys, it's a pretty OP 3PG for Rugal, considering all the dots he does apply. So that's actually pretty damn sick. And you can get 2 of these things from here. You see there's 2 of them. And then they also gave you a memory for Rugal. So it's pretty damn sick being able to get 2,000 coins, a free memory for Rugal, 2 3PGs. Really, really nice. And most players, guys, I do believe are going to be able to do this. They're going to be able to go the distance. I mean, and I'm going to show you guys a run here in a second where I was able to do tier 47 or stage 47 with a solid BS team. This team right here. But before I show you guys that, I want to show you or talk about Jackie and Sarah. Now, something that's really nice about these double banners, and I know normally we wouldn't say that, is the fact that with the card setups, guys, like in the cards here, like if you get certain set cards from the first banner and you pulled in it, well, you can still have the option, you know, the chance of getting other option cards or other set cards from this other banner. So I think it's really cool. It actually it can kind of increase your chances of getting cards. I'm not saying it necessarily does increase your chances, but it helps that you have the same cards in two separate banners. So that's actually pretty damn cool. And as far as Sarah and Jackie, looking awesome, right? We'll start off with Jackie. Now, Jackie is a green defensive fighter. He increases extreme fighter attack by 50%, basic attack damage by 50%, which is great for him. He's got the PG rate. He's got the increased critical damage on a critical hit. He increases his own basic attack by 600%. And this goes up to 2,400%, which is just, I mean, that's astronomical, guys. I mean, you're really no surprise. And then he has a 40% chance to apply stun for 0.5 seconds upon landing a basic attack. So, yeah, and that there's no cooldown on that guy. So I mean, you can land a lot of basic attacks and really apply some stuns to get some of that CC. And then, you know, he's immune to darkness, starlight, and chill. He resets the cooldown of slide shuffle upon becoming affected with fear, stun, petrify, and freeze. And casts a shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds. And the shield is removed when hit by 30 attacks. Cooldown 10 seconds. And then he also has a damage immunity core for 5 seconds when HP is 30% or below on a 9-second cooldown, which is OP as hell for survivability. And his EX core, I mean, he's pretty much said like, I mean, he's really just a more powerful version of Shanae is what he is. He has the same effect, guys, where he increases his attack speed. He gets a heal whenever he's using his EX core. He's got to be A5 for this. And he gets that extra attack, basic attack damage up to 1,500%, right? And really makes me wonder if guard canceling is going to be OP for him, just like it was Shanae. I imagine it will be. And then his first skill, the critical rate by 30%, is OP, guys. The increased own basic attack damage increased by 2,000%. Is nuts for this character. The hyper armor for 4 seconds, the increased target damage too by 100%, which makes him really just a good support. Even if you have him at level 90, guys, that's really, really good. And then his third skill actually has some support buffs. So the first time you tap the skill, it restores 20% HP and 20% power to all team members, including self, and grants fear, stun, petrify, and fuse immunity to self by 3 seconds upon using the skill. So the power gain in the HP is nice, especially whenever you're trying to gain like CP or you're trying to increase your power gain, so that way you can have your 3PG ready for your next characters when you drop them in after you tagging them in. So that's actually pretty cool. And then when you tap the skill, he deals additional damage equal to 30,000% of attack and increases his own attack by 500% for 10 seconds, which is just crazy against non-guarding enemies. So in PvP, if people are guarding, they're not going to be able to get this, right? And then his finisher restores 30% power upon using a skill, increases on critical damage by 200%. So he's definitely a character you're going to want to use his finisher, just like Shanae with the increased attack. You're going to want to use his finisher so that way you can do I mean, that's just going to make a huge difference in his damage. And the only critique that I really have about this character is I really wish he wouldn't have been a green. Now, for most players, for a lot of players out there, that's not going to be a big deal. But we already had Shanae, who is a green, who already has this basic attack damage effect. And I was kind of hoping that we'd get a different color character with that same effect. That would be awesome, man, to have another character that increases basic attack damage increase. And so far, guys, Kim Cap1, Shanae, and Jackie all have it, and they're all green. So why aren't we getting a different color that has that kind of effect? That can be a very, very useful effect, especially in these events like the Kim Cap1 event and the Alexandrite event that we had before. So that is one small criticism, but Jackie looks insane. And then you have Sarah, who increases extreme fighter strike skill damage by 50%, critical rate by 15%, guys. She's got the PG rate increase, the critical damage increase, or increased damage on a critical hit. She increased own critical damage by 60% for 10 seconds by landing a strike skill. This critical damage goes up to 300%, which is massive, guys. Recovers 10% HP when landing a critical hit when HP is 80% or below. This on a 5-second cooldown, guys. She's going to have a ridiculous heal. This is nuts. So with a critical hit set, like Rugal, Athena, the set that's in the banner, she's just going to get heals over and over and over, right? On every 5 seconds, which is pretty damn sweet. And then she's immune to burn, poison, bleed, shock, and stun. And she gains damage immunity when HP is 30% or below. And she has a critical hit shield. So she's got quite a bit of survivability, a freaking tank, right? And then her EX core, she increased own strike active skill damage by 100% and active skill cooldowns by 90% for 10 seconds. This is pretty much what Akira has also. And then she also can reset attack cooldowns, increase critical rate of all team members by 12%, and critical damage by 35%. Really good support passive also, especially that extra critical damage. That is really, really nice. And then her first skill increases strike skill damage of all team members, which makes her a nice little support as well as just buffing herself up her skill damage increases by 150% for her and everybody else on the team. That is crazy. And then resets the cooldown of Rapid Kick 2. And then you go to the second skill and resets the cooldown of Rapid Kick 2. Hold upon using a skill. Increases on critical rate by 50% for 12 seconds. Upon using a skill, and applies stun all enemies for 2 seconds upon using a skill. So she's going to have a crazy CC effect, especially in PvP. And then she has a charge skill on her third skill. And the first time you hit the skill, she gains hyper armor for 4 seconds, decreases own active skill cooldowns by 0.3 seconds, which gives her kind of a, not a CDR core, but a CDR skill, where it decreases the active skill cooldown of her skills. That's pretty damn cool. And critical rate by 5% up to 50%, and critical damage up to 50%, up to 500%. Oh my God. So the girl's got like 800% increase to critical damage in her kit. And then she deals additional damage equal to 10,000% of attack each time a skill landed. So Sarah's looking OP, and then when you're fully charged the skill, she inflicts bleed and poison. She is going to be so godly for Guild Raid Rugal because of this. And she increased zone strike skill damage by 500%. So OP, guys. And then her PvP exclusive removes target's immunity effect upon landing a skill against enemy with less than 33% HP. So that could be pretty useful in PvP. So Sarah's looking quite OP, guys, quite godly, just ridiculous, right? Like, both the characters are awesome, guys. Really should just pull for whoever your favorite character is. And if you need a red or a green, then either one of these characters are going to be pretty damn godly for you. You can pretty much bet money on it. Now, let's jump back into Boss Showdown because I want to show you guys this run. So I'm actually going to show you guys 2 runs with the BS team and show you that you can actually do this with 2 of these characters instead of all 3. I'll show you a run where we're using all 3, and I'm going to show you a run where we're using just 2. Now, whenever you're trying to do this, you free-to-play players or you players that, you know, are having difficulty with this, if you are having difficulty, in all honesty, guys, if you got like an A5 EX character, you are going to destroy this even at level 50. It was really no problem. Wasn't that difficult at all. But if you don't have one of those characters, I wanted to show you a more free-to-play run to be able to do this. And the key, my friends, is turning this off right here. This decreased damage by 90% for 13 seconds when a fighter uses Awakened skill. This prevents Akira from taking very much damage at all. So if you remove it, he's going to be at 47 points, and that's going to get you everything in here all the way up until right here. So you're just losing out on 150 coins. And yes, you're losing out on 1,000 rubies, but still, to be able to get 1,850 of these coins to push you along in that Polygon event, to hopefully get another Sarah or Kim or Rugal, whatever the case may be for you. And then also to be able to get the 2-3 PGs and to get the poly version of Rugal for free is pretty damn sick, guys. It really is. I think most players are going to be able to do this. So the first run I'll show you guys is the gameplay 1 here, right? Well, not gameplay 1, but the first run I'm going to show you, excuse me. And, you know, I was able to clear this with 2 BS characters. I'll show you the guys the builds here in a second. But watch this. Now, the trick with Akira is keeping your distance, guys. Whenever he hits you, he starts healing up. When he's landing attacks on you, he will heal up. So always get behind him, guard, and always try to use characters with ranged attacks. And you can see that even my Rugal, who has ridiculously bad survivability, because I'm dodging and because I'm avoiding all these attacks, I'm able to do quite a bit of damage to Akira, right? Look at the damage, guys. He's already taken him down almost 58%, or yeah, almost 60% of his damage is lost, right? I got hit right there, right? But if I would have dodged that, I would have been just fine. You just need to dodge, get behind Akira, attack. Get behind, attack, attack, get dodge, get behind, attack, 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 and so on and so on and so on, over and over and over, and just guard to prevent him from doing attacks to you and landing attacks, so that way he doesn't get a heal. That is very, very important. Now, Leona, watch what I do with Leona, guys. So with Leona, right, you see me guard there, right? We're going to go to the other side. We're going to land a couple attacks. We're going to guard, right? Now we're going to hit the Awakened skill, and what I'm doing is I dodge 3 skills, dodge 3 skills, dodge 3 skills, dodge 3 skills. I'm just hitting my dodge multiple times and going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And look at the damage that she's done, right? Look at that, guys. Look at that, right? I'm going to get this clear with 2 BS characters, right? That's 47 points right there for me, which is pretty damn cool, right? So this shows you guys that you can do this with a BS team which is phenomenal. Now, let me show you another run here where we're going to use all three characters. Now, this time we're going to show Orochi in action as well because he's actually really good. Characters that can cause a character to kind of become stagnant where he's just kind of sitting still. This really, really helps. And Orochi's skills actually do this, right? Especially whenever his his awakening is ready to go. So again, you're just dodging, getting behind, guarding, right? Dodge, get behind, guard, right? Orochi's first skill, by the way, is what really caused that stagnation. And then he has tremendous range. So he's a really good character to try to use in here, especially if you're just going for that 47 points. I mean, guys, like, check it out. Check it out. Right there, I got petrified, which kind of sucked. That does happen, unfortunately. But the damage is great. You just want to try to make sure that Akira isn't getting that heal. If he's landing attacks on you guys, he will get a heal. So getting behind him, guarding, it's really, really going to help, right? You have to use a good strategy to be able to get it done against this boss. Right, but I'm keeping Orochi alive for a long time, guys. His survivability really is not very good. He's kind of like Rugal, really doesn't have a lot as far as survivability. Right, and by the way, I'm just running an Akane set on this guy. When you see the card sets, you're going to be like, oh, wow, this isn't OP at all, right? So we took, Akira down, right? We took him down like a little over 30% of his life. And now we're going to break out Leona and we're going to get it done. All right. And it's just going to be the same old method, right? Get behind Akira, try to attack. Unfortunately, I got petrified. That does happen, guys. You have an RNG chance of that happening to you. You might have to do the run a couple times to get it done. Okay. So there we go. And you want to use your awaken skill. Don't use your weaken here. If you're using Leona, if you're using Iori. And by the way, guys, your SS characters like Leona, or not Leona, but Iori, Kyo, they can get it done in here as well, guys. They can definitely pull it through, right? Whatever SS characters you have can probably destroy this thing. And these are not the strongest BS characters available, guys. These are not. There's other SS characters that are actually stronger than them, like Terry, who you could try to use as well, because Dot is being applied, right? So Dot Explosion should do really, really well in here. I haven't tested those, so I can't really confirm that. But yeah, we're down to 42%, and I'm going to use a guy with tremendously bad survivability, which is BS Rugal. His survivability is crap. But his first skill, guys, the Kaiser Wave, just has such good range on him, man. It's so nice, right? And you want to use your hyper armor also a lot of times if Akira is attacking and you feel like you can't get behind him, can't dodge. That way you can try to prevent yourself from taking any kind of damage. Now watch this, right? I'm dodging, attack, dodge, attack, right? Get behind him, get behind him. Okay, now the shield is up. Okay. And just look at the method that I'm using, guys. Look at the method. Now, I do have Rugal's 3PG equipped from the EX version, but you don't need that. You could use the BS version of it, would be just fine for this. I guarantee you can get it done with that as well. I just had this equipped, forgot all about it. And look, boom, boom, right? My man getting it done, destroying Akira, right? So I do feel it's very, very feasible for you guys to be able to get it done against this boss, especially if you're just going for 47 points. And if you're going for 50 points, then using these OP characters, I mean, even using the new reworked Shermie and Kyo could probably be very, very useful for you in this. I mean, they could probably get it done and help out a lot because they're way stronger than these characters. But hopefully that will help some of you out there as far as, trying to get it done against the boss showdown. And the other boss showdown, this is just really for the whales and for the heavy spenders. You can get a selector out of here and choose between one of these cards, guys, but you can actually get a lot of these cards out of the tower. So yeah, there's that. I mean, this is just really something to do for fun. You guys can see that I've already done it, but again, whale team, guys, just ridiculousness, right? I mean, these characters just, yeah, I mean, they just get it done. But I am loving this event, guys, and I will be pulling for Jackie and Sarah on my account. So guys, let me know what you think about this update. Now, I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GD+7 time. The link is in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.